Hello, 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 and welcome. I am I don't know, what's the word? Pleased, excited, grateful. That's the accurate word. That's what I feel. I am grateful for the opportunity to connect with you again, for the ability to come. I'm grateful for the internet. I am grateful for StreamYard. I'm grateful for YouTube. I'm grateful for technology and all those kinds of things that allow us to connect from near and far. And so today I wanted to get on and just chat with you a little bit about relationships. Beloved, I had the most heart fulfilling, satisfying, heartwarming weekend. So I had an opportunity to officiate a wedding of one of my sons, one of my heart sons, and it was a privilege to be asked, right? So when you have been a part of a child's growth, a young man's growth, um, and then years and years and years later, they return, right? Scripture talks about a woman's children rise to call her blessed. And I had that experience this weekend of these. So they started off as friends of my sons and high school friends, and they all became family, and they became my sons. It was such an amazing weekend to watch these boys. It was like I watched them go from boys to men. So they graduated high school in 2006, and they've been marrying and children and careers and crossing country, leaving the city of Detroit and going all over the place. It has been my heart's privilege to watch them grow more than anything. What I loved this weekend was the evidence of a commitment that they made years ago to one another, that they would be with, they would be for, they would support, they would hold each other accountable, call each other to their greatness, that they would be brothers for a lifetime. Beloved, it's our birthright to have those kind of life-giving, healthy relationships. Do you see? And we get to create them. We get to foster them. We get to say that we're going to love each other well, that we're going to be for each other, and we are going to support each other, right? And so I got to see this weekend, and it was so heart fulfilling. So how to be free in your relationships, in this crazy world. How are you free? First of all, you got to love you. You've got to love you first in order to be free. So that's what we're talking about. We're always talking about self-love, no matter what else we're talking about, whether we're talking about freedom, being free in our feelings, not being imprisoned to our feelings, as we're talking about inner peace in our emotions or fulfillment in our relationships, self-love, right? As you can see behind me, is always the bedrock, is always the foundation, is always what we're talking about, this notion of self-love. And so, beloved, I had this opportunity to watch them. And so years ago, I learned to be okay with me, and I learned to serve well. And so what I did is I served these young men well. They spent most of their weekends throughout high school in my basement, right? And I served pizza and television and video games and all kinds of food and whatever. You can imagine, a bunch of boys, so you got lots of food. But this is the thing. My home, like the other band moms' homes, were safe places. They were places, refuges, if you will, where these young men who lived in the city of Detroit, right, where they could go and always find a mom, a dad who was welcoming them in, where they can just be boys, where they could find food and shelter. And now, because I was able to do that for them then. And it's not just me, right? It's not just me. It was the other band moms and other folk who were in their lives. But all I can really talk about for sure is what I did, because we created safe space, right? We created safe space. Now we see these boys who made this commitment, these men who made this commitment all these years later, just really love on each other. I saw such a demonstration of love this weekend. It just really reminded me of how vital it is that we're able to love ourselves well, how vital it is that we walk in freedom, how vital it is that we live a revolutionary life that says, I will be free no matter what. I will be free to love. I will be free to have healthy relationships. I will be free to have inner peace in my thinking. I will be free and not in bondage to my emotions. Beloved, look, years ago, before I even knew this stuff that I was doing, it's how he created me to be. It's what he created me to do. So I was able to share this and be that for these young men, right? One day I'm going to have them come on and give their own personal testimonies. But I was able to be that for them. Mama James. I love the sound of it. It's what they called me. And so Mama James was able to stand and marry Christopher and Charlene on Saturday. And it was such a privilege to be asked. Imagine this. You were the mama of a friend all these years ago. And fast forward, well, we're in 2021 from 2000, I think it's about 15 years. Fast forward, and you're asked to marry them. That's an honor. That's a privilege. That's a testament to love that you displayed. So where are you in your relationships? Are people coming back and calling you blessed? Do you see? Do you need help, right? Do you need help to be free in your relationship in this very, 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 very crazy world of ours? Look, beloved, we've got to live life to its fullest and to its max. And so, look, we are all week long, or last week, we were coming on and we were sharing our heart, because it is my desire that you are free. It is my desire that I stay free, that you stay free, and that we have increased experiences of freedom. And so there's a link that you'll be able, there it is. The link is in the chat. Go to the link and you will be able to access. It's a digital resource, the digital resource link. You'll get a free gift from us. But our ask of you is that you provide us with your email. And what you'll get is you'll get direct all the emails, the videos that we're doing. You'll get those sent to your email, and whatever the other things that God, right, leads me to offer. I speak as God gives me to speak, right? I love as God teaches me to love. And I am so grateful for this opportunity to share with you. Hey, Debbie Kokolo. Hey, you look amazing. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I feel amazing. I feel wonderful and I feel amazing. Hello, you look pretty, sis. Hey, Brian. Hey, Brian. It's so good to see you. So, healthy relationships. Look, beloved, if there's anything we learned about 2020, if ain't nobody got time to waste. We only get one shot in this thing called life, in this relationship. Make them the best that they can be. That means you got to release some stuff. You got to pick up some stuff. You got to learn some tools. You got to walk away. Say, learn when to hold them, when to fold them, when to walk away, and when to run. All those kinds of things. I am determined to have healthy, life-giving, love-filled, fun relationships, starting with me. Starting from my relationship from me to me. You want to learn about the relationship from you to you? Drop your email and let's see how we connect. It's a wonderful resource about self-love that's available to you. That is my gift to you. My gift to you. My ask is that you share with us your email address, and don't keep it to yourself. If you have benefited from our conversations, share. If you know someone who needs freedom that they are bound by their emotions, send them to the drcatherinejames.com. Click on the link in order to get the new free resource and provide us with your email address. If you have ever had an experience where a thought kept you hostage, you couldn't figure out how to get away from that thought, I got lots to help you with that. And finally, if you have challenges in your relationships and you keep going around the same mountain, having the same unproductive conversations, walking away feeling defeated every time without a resource to know how to get beyond that, I have been created to help with thinking, feeling, and relationships, and to empower us, right? To help empower us to live as the highest and the truest expression of ourselves. Click on the link, get your free resource. It'll help you immediately, right? One is a gratitude resource. And being in gratitude, there's such freedom in just being grateful for your bed, for your air, for the water, for your right? Practicing gratitude. And then the other one is a resource that takes you through the step of self love, and it's a journal. It's a journal opportunity. So I love you. I really, really do. And let's join together and make sure that we maximize our days. We take advantage of these breaths. And back to the young men. These young men, they loved each other. They love each other so well and so hard, so hard. They are an example of what it's like. Now, it's not that they didn't get on each other's nerve and they didn't get in each other's grill, but they did it from a place of love. And they are calling each other to their highest and truest expression of themselves. At the moment that Abba gave us his breath, me and you, we forfeited, relinquished, gave up the right to not be amazing. You don't have the right to not be amazing because you have the breath of the Almighty in you. I will chat with you soon.